Yeah. Look out your window. Knicks fans is on your block. Y'all know the Knicks run the city. Pull them shades back. Look out your window. Look down there on the block. That's Knicks fans right there. It's about that time. It's about that time of the week where you get ready for your work week with the man that is so smooth he does not require a chaser. Your main man, the real, still the real Anthony D. And your main man, Jersey's finest, the hood representative, Uncle Freezie. Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the number one Chief Rockin' Knicks universe. Your main man, Uncle Freezie. Welcome to Old School Knicks. I'm joined by Bully Corey Lee in the building. Guys, what's good? We got a hot topic to talk about for these next 25 minutes. I'm gonna just get right into it, bro. I'm gonna just keep it a stack. I'm gonna get right into it.
Mm-hmm.
When are the Knicks gonna get their superstar? When? Right? Now, I posed a question. Not putting pressure on anybody except the organization, because the fans can't do anything but support and spend money, right? But what I'm asking you guys is this. Do the Knicks deserve a star? And then after we answer that, I'm going to ask y'all, when do the Knicks get their star?
Great question. You can go ahead, Bully.
All right, salute, yo. Salute to the chat, yo. Of course, my brothers, CL and my man Big Freezie and whatnot. Do we deserve a superstar? Yes. In my eyes, in my opinion, we deserve a superstar because we've been lacking. The last superstar that we had was Melo. We've been on this downgrade. And I'm not, I know when we make certain statements and everything.
But hey, Bully, let me clarify. Right, just real quick. I'm not talking about a superstar of his generation. I'm talking about an all-time great.
Oh,
right?
All-time great.
Yeah, I'm talking about all-time great. I'm not talking about like a top 100 player, right? I'm talking about, when do the Knicks get their Michael Jordan? Right? When do the Knicks get their Magic Johnson? When do the Knicks deserve a Wilt Chamberlain? Do the Knicks deserve a Shaquille O'Neal? That's what I'm talking about. Not just no disrespect to Melo, because Melo is an all-time great. But I just wanted to clarify.
Okay, I got you. Good point. Yeah, hell yeah, we need that, man. We the mega of basketball. Why not? Well, I mean, when are we? I mean, yeah, we deserve one, man. We've been in the mud, man. We've been in the mud for a long doggone time, dude, and everything. And it's kind of crazy that every team, even the Milwaukee Bucks, even though they won championships back in the day, they got a championship within recent years. Golden State Warriors got crazy chips, you know what I'm saying, under Steve Kerr. And they got substantial superstars over there. Yeah, we deserve one. Who it is going to be, I don't know. When he going to come, I hope before I really get shriveled up and old and gray. You know what I'm saying? Where I can't take myself to Madison Square Garden and jump on a train or drive or get on a Uber
But let's
or
just stay
whatever.
on this, though. Let's just stay on the fact, do they deserve one? Because we could talk about that after everybody put their thing in. But do we deserve one? You feel like we deserve one?
Not at this time, no. For the simple fact, we don't have the proper coaches in place. I don't think Tibbs is coachable for a grand superstar. And I don't think our front office is ready to maintain that. You know what I mean? To hold that down. So at this point in time, nah. And stuff like that. No, I don't think deserving of a all-time great. No.
Lee, what are you thinking, Lee? You think he
I'm
deserved
thinking.
a
I'm thinking. What? I think we overdue for a freaking superstar. We've been overdue for the last at least 20, 30 years. A homegrown superstar. You know what I'm saying? Considering, like these, like these other teams, these so-called mega teams or these so-called story franchises seem like they could turn out one every 10 to 15 years.
yeah.
For example, the Celtics. Wow. You know what I'm saying? They went from Larry Bird to Paul Pierce now to this young man. Lord have mercy, I
Yeah, they
can't
went
think of.
from they went from Bob Cousy
Yeah.
to Bill Russell
Russell.
Yep.
to Dave
Mm-hmm.
Cowens to Larry Bird to Reggie Lewis and Len Bias. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And then they had a little gap. Then they went to Paul Pierce to Jason Tatum,
Yeah, Tatum.
KG.
Brown.
KG.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I'm saying, and
And
then
I was trying to talk about the homegrown talent though.
yeah,
Oh
but
my
I'm just
bad.
saying,
Yeah.
but the same thing, and the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? They lose Magic. What do? They get Shaq and
From
Kobe.
George Mikan to Elgin Baylor to Jerry West, you know what I'm saying? To Magic, like he's saying, to Kobe, to yeah,
Shaq,
man. Yeah,
Shaq.
yeah.
Now, and then who happens to pop up there now? LeBron. You know what I'm
LeBron.
saying? It's like we are the forgotten big time franchise that never gets. They rather make a mockery out of us instead of putting our place in on the Mount Rushmore of great franchises. So yes, we are overdue.
We out
We
here
are over.
retiring Billy Joel number. Bro,
You know,
Billy
for
Joel
real,
had a highest spot in the garden, bro.
for real. Like, come on now, this
Mm-hmm.
doesn't make any sense. And then, and every time we do get somebody, if it ain't the franchise effing it up, it's the media who makes it
Right.
so toxic. Somebody that they just scared to even pop up and come through or even want to be a Nick.
Right.
It's crazy. And then or the man or the front office mismanages it and sends it on his way. Because for an example, we get Stephon Marbury, we get Carmelo Anthony, and you know what
Mm-hmm.
happens? The front office is not in lockstep with that player.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
ain't gonna lie to you though, bro. But I'm gonna say yes to it too, Lee. But those
Mhm.
that you mentioned to me, I'm not putting those dudes in a category with Charles Barkley, Michael Jordan, Patrick Ewing, and Luca and Giannis. Because those
Okay.
players are not those players are not MVP caliber players every season.
Hmm.
Because the Knicks
Okay.
have had good players over the years. Carmelo was a great player over the years.
Hmm.
Are we putting him in the category with LeBron and Michael Jordan? No.
He could have and should have been. He could have and should have been. Melo could have
Maybe.
been. He should have been. But also too, we didn't put the right players around him when we had him.
Exactly. That's clear.
You
Right,
know what
They
I'm saying?
spent the money.
but the thing about
But
this is
hold on a second, Freezy.
no man.
Okay.
Listen,
Okay. I'm sorry.
you could put Jim Paxson next to Michael Jordan, John Paxson next to Michael Jordan, and they still winning championships. What I'm saying is there's a difference between Melo and Mike Jordan, bro.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like we get guys, we could go get a guy like Melo right now. Jalen Brunson to me is in that Melo class in my mind,
Wow. Okay.
Mm.
right? He just hadn't
Word.
been here long enough. He just hadn't been here long enough. You know what I'm saying?
Well, those are some
He
big
just hadn't
shoes to
been.
That's
fill.
something to ponder about. That's something to ponder. I got to ponder that one right there. Wow.
But what I'm saying is this: should the Knicks go out and get the best player in the NBA? When have the Knicks ever had the best player in the NBA?
Never.
Mm.
Never.
Bernard King
And,
at one point.
yeah, Bernard
Bernard
King
King for a couple of weeks.
He wasn't better
and,
than Larry
and
Bird, though, bro.
Patrick Ewing for about 2 months.
Yeah, yeah.
Latrell Sprewell when he came after he finished choking out
Nah,
homeboy.
I'm gonna go for a little bit further, Billy, real quick.
LJ.
I'm, no, I'm gonna go back a little bit further. I'm gonna say at one point Willis Reed and of course Clyde Frazier, but after them it was just like okay, and
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
Were them players ever the best player in the NBA though? None of them players were never.
No.
Even Clyde Frazier in his prime years, right,
Mm-mm.
was not better than Oscar Robertson,
mm,
right? No, and no disrespect to Clyde, because I think he's a top 5 point guard of all time.
I know you
But
do.
but he's not. He was not better than Oscar Robertson, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm,
know what I'm saying? I mean,
mhm.
some people will have Clyde in that category with Hal Greer, right?
Wow,
You know
Wow.
what I'm saying? And I don't mean no disrespect to Clyde, because he my favorite Nick of all time,
hmm,
right? You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, with all the resources that's
Mm.
available at Madison Square Garden, how come we have never had our Michael Jordan type player, bro?
Yeah. I mean
dysfunction.
that dysfunction. I was just about to say that. Just dysfunction. I was exactly about to say that.
Yeah, because we settle a lot, bro. Like legit, no lie.
That's what
We
we doing too
settle for
much
good
of.
players. Like we'll say, well, we had Melo. Well, Melo was a great player, right, for a stretch. But even in 2010, 2011, you could say Derrick Rose was better than Melo. You could say Kevin Durant, a third year Kevin Durant was better than Melo. You could say LeBron was better than Melo. You know what I'm saying? You could even say Dwayne Wade may have been better than Melo, right?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? You could say, you know what I'm saying, a lot of guys were better than Melo. You could argue it. I'm not
You can
saying
say
one
a
way
lot
or
of
the
players is
other,
better. I'm
but
sorry,
what
not
I'm
to cut
saying
you off.
is the Knicks, when are the Knicks going to have the unquestioned best player in the NBA?
Hmm.
But to that point that you was just saying, Freezy, you could say a lot of cats is better than Melo because the ones that won championships is better than Melo from his time in the league from the beginning to the end. Now, on that other point, I don't know, man. D Wade to me was kind of corny, but I think Melo was better than D Wade. To me, in my eyes,
Right, right. But but but
in my
but
eyes.
Bully, let me ask you this, right?
Mm-hmm.
D Wade and Melo, right? If you're the Chicago Bulls, I'm picking up the phone and I'm saying, Bully, I will give you Dwayne Wade and Carmelo Anthony for a prime Michael Jordan. What would you say?
I'm saying prime Michael Jordan.
Nope. I no, I mean, oh, yeah. I'll give up Mike. I'll go do that to get Mike. Yeah, come on, man.
No, no, no.
Uh,
I'm saying, would you give up Mike for prime Melo and prime D Wade?
nope. Mm-mm. Not knowing what I know. Mm-mm.
Right.
Not knowing what I know already. No, you talking about some stuff like to my hindsight's 2020, and we already know the
Mm-hmm.
outcome of that
Right.
of what a prime Michael Jordan is, can be, and will do. You know,
Would you
so
give
that
up Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson for Luka Doncic? If I
what
told you, I if I told you Dallas would listen to you to your trade offer, Bully, if you have Luka Doncic, would you
Mm-hmm.
would you take Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle for Luka Doncic right now?
No. Mm-mm.
Would you, Lee?
I'm
Would you
keeping.
do it? Would you give
I'm
up
keeping
Luka
Luka.
for
I'm
Randle
keeping
and
Luka.
Jalen Brunson?
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
You.
I'm not doing it.
I'm not
I'm
doing
Mm.
not.
it. Mm-mm.
I'm
For
not.
Luca, yes, I would. I would. I
No,
would.
you have Luka. Would you trade him away?
Oh
I'm
no,
not
no,
trading. No, I'm
no,
not trading
no,
Luca. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
trading Luca.
no, no,
yeah,
no, no.
yeah.
Not
That's what I'm
not
saying.
for all the tea in China.
Mm-mm.
Right. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like.
Mm-mm.
When is it? When do the Knicks deserve a star? I'm gonna say absolutely yes. The Knicks deserve a star. Right. I'm gonna say absolutely. This is my because I heard y'all's right. Bully said no. Lee said yes. I'm gonna side with Lee on this one.
Mm-hmm.
That I think is absolutely way past time that the Knicks had the best player in the NBA. Because when you think about it, when you think about that, and then think about this, and that's an old special ed reference for those but that's
Think
all I think
about
about
this.
about
You
special
think
ed.
about that. Yeah,
And-
Prospect
But
Park and the hovercraft. Get away,
yeah,
go ahead.
man.
Mm-hmm.
But think about this.
Look at
Every
Freezy over there.
team, it seems as if every team in the NBA had a shot at the best player in the league except for the Knicks. There was a
Mm.
time that San Antonio had Tim Duncan, and he was probably the best player in the league, right? Golden State had the best player in the league at one time, Steph Curry, right? Oklahoma City had the best player in the league one time. The Cleveland Cavaliers had the best player in the league one time. The LA Lakers, right, had the best player in the league one time. The Denver Nuggets had the best player in the league. You notice how I mentioned all these small market teams, except for I mentioned the Lakers, but you notice how I mentioned all these small random teams had the best player in the league at one point. And on top of that, the San Antonio Spurs have Wemby, who looks like in time he might be the best player in the league.
Mm-hmm.
But we have Julius Randle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so what I'm saying is this: when is it going to be the Knicks' turn? Like, do we? And I'm sorry for rushing through this because I know the Giants play in a little while, and we got to make sure that we watch them wash up the Oakland Raiders, right? Or
Boy.
the Sacramento Raiders, San Antonio Raiders, whatever, wherever they at right now, I don't care, right?
New Brunswick
Vegas, man.
Raiders.
The New Brunswick
Yeah,
Raiders,
they in Florence. They in
yeah,
Florence.
the Florence Raiders, bro. I'm only with the mosquito as the logo, right? Yeah, I get it. But what I'm gonna say to y'all is this, and I know this is gonna be controversial. If I'm the Knicks, I'm consolidating everything I have to go get the best player in the league. Everything. And then I'll just fill in around him.
That's not gonna work.
Because once you get him, you can fill in the rest of the roster. Once you get him and have him here for a extended amount of time, cats will want to come play with him. People are saying that stars don't want to come to New York because of the people. No, people don't want to come to New York because New York's best player is Julius Randle.
Mm.
So why am I going to leave my cushy spot where I'm already at to go play with Randle?
Mm-hmm.
And no disrespect to Randle, because Randle, I like Randle, right? I like Randle, but he is not Michael Jordan. He's not Kobe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And Jalen Brunson, no disrespect to Jalen Brunson, but Jalen Brunson is not Allen Iverson. He's not Derrick Rose, right? He's not.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm gonna say is this: the Knicks have to go get the best player in the league. Gotta go get him. You gotta
He's the best player
identify
in the
Lee.
league.
You gotta identify who he is. It's like the Knicks to me is like the Knicks are in a 3-4 defense, and they got even pass rushing around the board. Everybody, all 7 people up front get you about 5 sacks. And the Knicks are like, yeah, we just gonna go with that mindset because you never know who gonna be the guy. Any given day it could be this man. And then there's Lawrence Taylor out there available, and you're like, nah, we ain't gonna go get Lawrence Taylor because we got 7 guys that might get you 5 sacks.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But Lawrence Taylor and Pat Swillen are out there, and you could probably get both. But you're like, nah, I like spreading it evenly across the board. I don't want to pay Lawrence Taylor because he might get hurt.
Mm.
Lawrence Taylor 29, bro. You know what I'm saying? He might be old by the time he get here. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is this, Bully.
Yes, sir.
I think the Knicks deserve a superstar, and I think the time to get that generational talent is now. I think right now you have to put it out there to the league. Everybody is expendable for that generational talent.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta identify who he is.
Right. That's what I was about to ask you. Who is out there that's going to be that's going to be the talent for the next couple of years?
Yeah.
Who is out there? Like, are we going to pick them out the litter? Is it going to be Hardwell nephew? and shout out to Hardwell and whatnot. I mean, is it going to be his nephew? Is it going to be another great player from another different college or something like that?
Let's
I
ask
mean,
Corey Lee. Let's ask because
okay,
Corey Lee's smart. Corey Lee know
yeah,
this stuff. Let's ask Corey Lee.
yes, he do, and he's very knowledgeable. Go ahead, Cole.
Yeah.
Okay, so we put the weight on my shoulders. I'm gonna tell you right now. I definitely ain't cat. I'm just you can kill that right
Nah,
there.
he
That's
not the best
all.
player in the league. He not the best player in the
Mm-mm.
league.
Nah, you talking
Mm-mm.
about like talking about we knocking on Dallas doors. We knocking on
Denver
maybe
door,
the Denver door. We knocking on possibly
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee definitely. Philly no. Maybe Boston's door, maybe even New Orleans or even OKC, considering you know what I'm saying some of those players that they have that are possibly, and I'm talking about the low tier
That's
type
my
of
man.
team. You
I'm
know what
sorry.
I'm
Go ahead,
saying?
bro. I'm sorry.
And you know, knocking on those doors, you know what I'm saying? Will it come? Will it happen? Maybe with those lower teams like the stinking OKCs and the New Orleans, you could possibly talk them out of some stuff. But all them other teams, that's a no no. They're not going nowhere.
You get,
You're not gonna get a generational talent from none of those guys that we spoke of because they're already in lockstep. They're locked in. They keep them locked in. They make their lives cushy. You know what I'm saying? Because if we go get Giannis, we gotta get not just Giannis. We gotta get Giannis and his brother to bring him to New York.
Is it worth it though?
Oh, of course, it's worth it if he's willing to do that. If we make it sweet enough for him, yeah,
No, I'm talking about bringing his
anything's
brother.
possible.
I'm talking about bringing his brother part.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
absolutely. We at any by any means, like Malcolm X would say, by any means necessary.
Right,
mm,
because we out here paying Ryan Archidiakono. Right. So
hmm
if we so there we don't have any room to talk about nepotism.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
because it's running rampant right now in New York.
Right. Right.
hmm
It's worse
Yo,
than a rat situation.
right. Yeah.
hmm
Brooklyn.
He's
Right.
stupid.
Right. So my thing is this, right? If you can't, because I don't. So Luther Vandross had a song that goes, if you can't love the one you want, love the one you with, right?
Mm,
And I'm telling everybody, if you can't love the one you want, keep chasing it and overpay,
mm.
right? That's what I'm saying, right?
You saying so let me ask you this question. So we're gonna just keep going through this hamster wheel
Hmm.
constantly till we get it right. That's what you're trying to say?
Right. Right. And you know why I say that?
Mm.
Because we constantly go through the hamster wheel and we don't get it right.
Touche.
Right.
You say
Yeah,
you
because
took it
think about it. Because if we chase a star, don't get a star, and wind up missing, and wind up being fodder in the playoffs. Guess what? Not chasing a
Mm,
star, we still wind up being fodder in the playoffs.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? So it's
mm.
one of them things. Like, to me, it's one of them things where it's like you got to um
Yo, yo, yo.
what's
good.
good?
Salute,
What's good?
salute, Freezy. Salute, Core. Salute, Bully. Salute to the
What
chat.
up? What up? What up, little bro? What up?
I'm peeping the fresh Knicks gear. You know what I'm saying? We rock the orange and blue better than the players do.
Yeah,
Yes,
But
man.
we
that's
do.
that's
Yes, we
another
do.
story.
Yeah, man.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
man.
do.
So Dre, so we just real quick, man. We got like 8 to 10 minutes, man, before our Giants get to watch
Hour,
the Sacramento Raiders.
Hour.
Yeah, man.
hour.
Yeah, man. Yo, the
Y'all, but
Giants.
Yo,
y'all need to
CL.
wash up. Y'all need to wash up them Raiders.
CL, do you hear this blasphemy that's going on right now, dude?
Hey, man, it's all good. I appreciate all the love I can get right now because of what's going on with the Giants.
Yeah,
Because
So
Dre. So Dre, do the Knicks deserve a Michael Jordan level player?
I mean, through all the pain that we've been through, I'd say
Yes.
we deserve it. I don't know. Well, deserve is a hard word.
thank you.
It's hard because
It's hard to pronounce?
it's hard to put on the situation because we've been through so much pain, but it's also like nobody deserves a superstar. I guess
Hmm.
we should just be fortunate enough
I think
to have
I think
that.
that's a false statement, bro.
yeah, bro. Because I'm gonna
You
say
know
this.
why?
I agree with Dre.
I want to
Well,
say.
I
I want
agree
to
with
say.
Dre.
I want to
I
say. Can I
was
say something
Go
real
ahead, Lee.
quick?
Go ahead, Lee.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Lee.
Yeah.
Because ain't no way in hell by happenstance that Wimbyana just goes to San Antonio.
Yep. Boom.
Huh?
There we go. Yep.
Huh?
I'm
How does
forgetting
that
how much
happen?
y'all seen. I've seen enough pain, but y'all seen more pain than I've seen. I've seen at least twice.
The first hold on a second. The first time we only get the first round, we get the very first round pick ever once in the
Yeah,
last 40 years.
And they owed us
so
that. They owed us that. That's why
I
that's why
know
the
that.
frozen
I know
envelope
that.
thing. Because they jerked us out
Yeah,
of Kareem.
Hmm.
They jerked us
Hmm.
out of
exactly.
Kareem. That's why they gave us Pat, because they jerked us to save the
Hmm.
Hmm.
Lakers.
Hmm. And we've been
Yeah,
getting
because
jerked ever since. Pause on that. Hmm.
Right.
yeah, because you know what I'm saying. Because he wanted out of Milwaukee. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying. Because he couldn't get, you know what I'm saying, his fish and grits up
Right.
there like he wanted it. and,
Hmm.
and they weren't too kind of the fact that he was Islamic. You know what I'm saying?
Islamic. Yep.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So he wanted to go to either LA or New York, and the league
Hmm.
appeased him.
Now
And
he
it's
wanted to go to New York,
He
and
wanted to
they
go to
talked
New
him
York. Yeah.
into considering the
LA.
Lakers. Larry O'Brien went to him, and the second man in charge was a dude named David Stern, right? So Larry
Hmm.
O'Brien, the dude that the trophy is named after him, he was the commissioner. The dude
Hmm.
that the trophy is named after, right? Went to Kareem and was like, "No, Kareem, man, just consider other teams. The league is great, bro. You didn't like LA when you was out there?" He's like, "Yeah, I loved LA. I love my time at UCLA." He's like, "Well, just consider. I tell you what, just flip a coin, man. You call it. We'll be completely honest with you. You call it, man. You know, heads. I'm sorry. Heads LA, tails New York." And
Hmm.
when Kareem, and this is how the story, this is how my uncles and them tell it, right? When Kareem called heads, David Stern reached into his pocket and got the double-sided heads coin and threw it up in the air. If he had said tails, he'd have reached into his other pocket with the
They got the
double-sided tails coin and threw it up in the air. Right?
Freezy. Where you be
Head
coming with
wasn't
these?
getting in there the whole time. And the Knicks found out how they got jerked and was going to take the NBA to court over it. And they was like,
Hmm.
no, y'all relax. Relax. Yo, we promise we'll make it up to you. Frozen envelope.
But you know what I'm saying? But we constantly get treated like the Raiders of the NBA.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but we don't get the championships, and we don't get, you know, and we're not really out here trying to get role players.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's
it
Do
because
you
is
we
think
what it
they
is.
generate
blackballing us?
we
Do you think
it's
they
because
blackballing us?
No,
it's because we generate money regardless of what we're doing.
right. They're not
So
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
you're
I
right
know
we're
that's
not
about
blackballing
so
we're
us.
not
factor.
we're not gonna get prioritized.
Facts. That's a
Like
fact. That's a
Cleveland
fact.
gets how many first round number one overalls?
Three
All the time.
one pick three out of
three,
4 years.
two,
3 out of 4 years, they got the number one pick.
yeah, and back to back one year,
Yep.
huh?
The
Yep. They
Spurs get the number one overall right when they need it every time.
right when Popovich looks like he's a bad coach, they get Victor Wimbiana. Yeah. Yeah.
They've
So,
gotten it 3 times in just 3 different generations.
yep.
And because Kawhi existed, they didn't have to give them another first
Right.
for a little bit.
Right. And
Yeah.
right. And right. And nothing makes the commissioner happier than to see teams out. It's like and I'm gonna get back to the star thing just real quick, right? But when you have kids, say you got 4 kids, right? And you waking up to cook breakfast, right? Say your kids are 10, 8, 6, and 4, right? When you go in there to when you go in there to make breakfast, you take care of the 4-year-old first. You know why? Because the 10 and the 8-year-old already have been there and done that. They probably throwing hot pockets in the microwave or fixing them a bowl of cereal. And the 6-year-old is trying to learn how to do it. But the 4-year-old can't do it. So you take care of the 4-year-old, i.e. San Antonio, New Orleans, Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Even when Chicago was there, you remember when Chicago was bad for that super long stretch, like 20 years?
Huh. Existence.
They gave the Chicago Bulls the #1 pick in the draft when a Chicago kid was the best player in the draft. So if you're the Knicks, do you cry over spilled milk like the 4-year-old do? Do you cry over spilled milk, or do you go and take somebody else's star?
You got to. You got to cry over somebody else's star because, to be absolutely honest, if we're talking about like from draft, I mean the generational player has just evaded us. Even like we've been 1 pick away from the generational talent.
Yeah, and didn't trade up, and wouldn't trade up.
We
More
didn't
than one
dare
time.
to. We didn't dare to assert or like be aggressive. Like when you look around the league, you can look at guys like Jerry West as an executive. Hell and high water would stop Jerry West from getting what he wants.
Yep.
Jerry West, I was reading an article. Jerry West said his health was suffering while he was trying to sign Shaq and trade up for Kobe.
Yep.
He wasn't sleeping. His body was failing. Like he was having panic attacks, sleepless nights trying to figure out a way to get Kobe and Shaq together because he had envisioned in his mind, like he had the architect. He was the architect of that dynasty, and he envisioned in his mind how it was going to work. We don't have any. We never really get guys that are willing to be aggressive and
Right.
willing to think to a plan and then stick to said plan.
Right.
Because we usually fire the guy before it gets seen through, or
Right.
the guy just wasn't aggressive and it or was flip floppy in the process.
Right.
If you look at our front office right now, we make moves and then flip out of them to save face. We sign guys to short term deals. We never really stick to anything. We never really commit to anything. And then we try to work our way up out of deals, like Alec Burks deals or Noel or Alfred Payton. We don't pick a direction and commit to. Because if you pick a direction and commit to it, your own ass is on the line in terms of being fired.
Right.
But if you can't get glory if you don't commit.
Right.
We half stepping.
Yeah,
We
saving face, covering your own ass. Yep.
Half step in to make sure you get that next contract.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
It's just disappointing. I mean, like I want to say we're old, but you got to make your own luck at some point.
I'm talking about the fan. I'm talking about. So let me.
I'm saying like we're old, like a superstar, right?
No. I'm saying we got to separate. I want to separate it though because what I'm speaking to is, do the fans deserve a superstar?
Oh, the fans.
And,
Okay.
Yeah, and not the front offices acquiring a star, because a lot of front offices are not going to make that move, right? They're not gonna risk it all because there's high turnover and all that stuff. But if you're a fan, say you're a fan and you started watching the Knicks in the year 2000. If you started watching the Knicks in the year 2000, you are in the worst stretch of Knicks basketball ever.
What is that? 3-4 4 playoff seasons in
Right,
23
right,
years.
bro. We celebrate Linsanity.
Oh
Linsanity
God,
was what, a month,
like
6 weeks.
17 games.
11 games. It's
I'll
not like
never.
that man went. It's not like Jeremy Lin went for 70, bro.
It's not like he went on an All NBA campaign for an entire year.
Yeah, it's just a bench player erupted off the bench, became the starter, and he averaged like what, 27 points a game or 24 points a game over 11 games or something.
Yeah,
Mm.
And we celebrating that while Golden State is hanging banners.
Hmm. And we go back to that. And we
Right.
constantly go back. We revise it like it was a major move that changed the franchise. And it's a slap in the face. It's like uh, 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 we celebrate Harry Houdini for pulling the wool over our face. You know what I'm saying? And faking us out. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that this ballpark is a Sabret or a Nathan's hot dog. You know what I'm saying? Knowing better, pause, knowing better, knowing better of our taste buds, but yet and still we settle for it like it's a prime piece of like it's prime rib.
But what I'm asking everybody is, does Paris Duggar deserve a 20-year-old um Kobe Bryant?
Yeah, he does.
Does Paris Duggar deserve a 20-year-old Kobe Bryant with a young core around him to support him?
Hmm.
Right. What I'm asking is, does Dre deserve a 21-year-old Michael Jordan with a 19-year-old Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant waiting in the wings? What I'm asking is, does Bully deserve a 20-year-old Magic Johnson with a 21-year-old Byron the Frenchman Scott in the backcourt with him?
Yep. Hmm.
What I'm asking is, does Corey Lee deserve a 20-year-old Hakeem Olajuwon
Mm.
waiting to break out? Right? Does Uncle Freezie deserve a 20-year-old Grant Hill and with a 18-year-old Tracy McGrady itching to break out? Instead, we have a 29-year-old Randall.
we get we
And
get.
I like Randall, by the way. I'm just saying.
I'm saying we like these guys, but we get like guys that we have to buy low and
Hmm.
then build up into something instead of pedigree players that out the gate they are this. Like
Right.
Hmm.
we've never had like a phenom, a young phenom,
A
like
blue chip, a blue chipper,
a prodigy out the gate. Not since Pat,
bro.
no.
I'm yo,
Not
I'm
like
telling
one of
you.
those guys you draft and he's one of those guys immediately.
No, we go get the Ronaldo Bachmans and the Jordan Hills of the world.
And what I'm saying,
We
Mm.
do
what I'm
reclamation
saying to y'all
projects over
is, this year's draft, when Portland was considering, when everybody was looking at um um when everybody was looking at like trade scenarios, what am I going to do at 2, what am I going to do at 3, and the Knicks have all this ammunition to trade up in the draft, all of it. Would they have to have had to overpay? Of course they would, because you're not going to pay Honda Accord prices for Mercedes GL for 550. You know what I'm saying? You're
Mm.
not going to pay. You're not going to pay it, bro.
Mhm.
Like I'm not going to go to Bully and offer him $4,000 for his car. He ain't taking $4,000 for his car. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? You're gonna have to pay him the market price plus some. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Scoot Henderson was on the board. I think the Knicks could have used a Scoot Henderson,
Facts.
right? I think they could have used a Scoot Henderson. You know what I'm saying? Not that Scoot Henderson was going to come in and save the franchise, but man, Scoot Henderson in 3 years, bro.
you do the Scoot Henderson thing when you're thinking about 10 to 15 years of just sustained a sustained baseline of a superstar.
Right.
Because when we do these reclamation projects, I'm gonna keep it real with you, Freezy. We love Brunson, but he ain't lasting more than 3 or 4 more years.
No, he not.
On the bright side, on the highest.
And that's what Tibbs hit. With Tibbs here, you can speed up that usage.
2 years.
Maybe he already got the black tape on his wrist already in 6 games.
We do reclamation projects. We buy cribs and then try to fix them up and then sell it to the fan base instead of paying premium for the mansion and then reaping the rewards when the value of the said house goes up instead of just buying this crib for about $80K and then changing the plumbing a little bit, do a little painting.
Yeah, tearing down the sheetrock, putting up new sheetrock, putting in insulation behind it. You know what I'm saying? All of that. That's what we'll do. Tear up them floors and
I mean,
put
it
down new
looked good.
insulation.
It looked good. Then you realize
For
the
the next 10
foundation
years,
ain't
it's
solid.
for the next 10 years, but then in 10 years, somebody else gonna buy it and do the same thing.
Yo, family, I got a break, man.
I gotta get out of here too, man.
Yeah, I gotta go see what's going on with my turkey, man. Yo, Dre, thank you, dude.
Yeah,
see,
man.
You know I love you, man. And Freezy, I love you too, Dre. Word.
Yeah. Yo,
AD code up.
Yo, Dre, this dude got me tasting some sour sop shit on national TV, bro.
Dre, look,
crazy?
Dre. Can you see it?
Yeah,
Dre?
I can see it.
This is what Dre told me to get, and I got it.
I took some in my bear shot glass, bro. My bear shot glass is so mad at me right now, bro. Shot glass talking shit to me, bro.
Yo, let me run in this backyard, man. I love y'all, man. I get at y'all.
Yeah,
all right, bro.
Your Giants suck, bro. All right, man.
Oh, God.
But yeah, man. So, Lee, what I'm getting at, man, is this. I understand where we are. It's too early in the season to panic. This season is gonna be but in my mind, bro, I can't see this being a championship level team right now.
Oh no.
Right. And so instead of constantly being on that hamster wheel of 47 wins, stop, drop, open up shop. That's what I want you to do if you're the Knicks. Right. You know,
open up the bank book.
Go get your guy, even if you got to overpay for the young guy, right? Even if you got to go overpay for the young guy. Like for instance,
direction. That's all I want.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. But if they hire me as a general manager, the first thing I'm doing is I'm picking up the phone with the Pistons. Right? I'm picking up the phone with the Pistons and I'm saying, hey man, what can I give you for Cade? They'd be like, nothing, man. He our franchise, man. You ain't seen Cade, blah, 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 blah. Okay. What can I give you for Jaden Ivey?
Because Jaden Ivey seems to be in the doghouse.
Yes. Yes.
Which doesn't make any sense.
Right.
The coach is trying to emphasize defense first, right?
Yeah.
And they're like using him as this sixth man when his high end is completely different from that.
Right.
They're starting Killian Hayes over him.
Killian Hayes is a great Killian Hayes is
he's a nice guy.
Okay.
He's just he is light skinned Frank. That's what he is.
Wow.
Oh,
he's French too.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
He's light skinned Frank.
Okay.
His
wow.
numbers are horrendous.
Oh.
But he's a good defender, man.
Okay. Wow, though. Wow.
Okay.
That's a major indictment.
Yeah, but like if you have some talent, you'd be like, okay, cool, but they don't have any spacing on the court right now.
Right.
Because they're starting to line up with no shooting. The only shooter on the court at any given moment is Cade.
Cade, yeah.
So what about the Thompson kid?
He can't shoot. He can't shoot.
No, hell no.
He cannot shoot at all. But
he
does
a year and a half
everything
away.
else. He
a year and a half away, bro.
He does everything.
I watched him the other night. I sat down and patiently watched him, and I was just like, okay. I like what I saw. I
Yeah,
like a lot of what I saw.
the
Right.
athleticism, the IQ, the feel for the game,
The
his,
defense.
his motor. Like you love all those things. If the jumper comes around, you talking about a guy that could be top 15, top 20
Yep.
at any given point. And even without that, he's gonna be an asset. Even
Yep.
without the jumper.
And just really quick, Jaden Ivey on the season offensively, bro. If he get more touches, he gonna be. I think Jaden Ivey has the potential to be SGA with with athleticism. That's what I think.
Mm.
Right. SGA with the athleticism, right? And
6'3" with it though.
because he's explosive, but he's physically explosive. Like he's a Anthony Edwards type.
Westbrook.
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
just needs to learn how to control his gears because it's just straight.
And play defense. Yeah,
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 but the potential, and we don't like when we talk about potential. Even if we do get like a blue chipper, like RJ Barrett is a blue chipper, but we never really get the guy that poses physical advantages in terms of explosiveness
yeah.
on any given night. Like you don't forget the guy that's like, if he beats his man, people are making business decisions at the rim and moving the ball.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right.
We never get those guys ever. And
No,
if we do get those guys, they're usually unskilled. They can't actually dribble and beat their man to get to the rim.
right.
They had to be spoon fed
Oh my goodness,
Mm.
like Obi.
Optimus Grimes.
Yeah. So
that's
it's
frustrating, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
it's frustrating. Like at least like even when we were losing, there's two types of losing because when we have down years, there's teams who have down years, but they have like high potential guys to look forward to.
Right.
When we have down years, it's like Tim Hardaway Jr. taking 30 footers.
Yes, contested in a blowout.
It's
Mm.
never really like we lost by 15. But did you see that dunk so and so had on so and so? And then you're like that guy. Like if he could put this, that, and the third together, he's gonna be something special. We never really get those guys.
Right.
No, we get the John Wallaces.
Oh God! Don't say John Wallace about my dad around my dad. He gonna get indigestion,
Yeah.
heartburn.
Me too. Me too.
Ugh.
Me too. No disrespect to John Wallace, bro. No disrespect to him, right? But man, we had 3 first-round picks and we wouldn't trade up to get Kobe.
He could have consolidated all of that and had Kobe and the last few years of Pat.
Right. Yep. And then here's the kicker though. You got 3 picks, right? They wouldn't take 2 of those to go get Steve Nash.
Mm.
They wouldn't trade that in a player to get Peja Stojakovic. The Knicks
Mm.
legit could have left. Knicks fans, this is what I tell you.
Freezy, I'm
The
gonna say
Knicks
this.
and the Knicks in 90,
Go ahead,
just in 96, just real quick. The Knicks could have left the draft with Steve Nash, Peja Stojakovic, and
Ray Allen.
Jermaine O'Neal. Now they weren't gonna trade up that far to get Ray Allen. But I'm talking about the dudes in the teens. I'm talking about the
Mm.
dudes in the teens between 13 and when we picked that at 19.
Mm-hmm.
Right? When we picked that between 13 and 19, bro, we could have got Steve Nash. The likelihood of getting Kobe was low because the Lakers loved him, right? But we could have got Steve Nash, Peja Stojakovic, and Jermaine O'Neal. And all we'd have had to give up Anthony Mason. We'd have had to give up John Starks. You know what I'm saying? We'd have had to give up 1st-round picks. But if you can imagine that young talent around Pat Ewing's last days, bro,
Mm.
we're in a. That's why Billy Joel's number is retired because we are in a New York state of mind.
Mm.
if we would have just left Donnie Nelson,
Shout out Nas.
Freezy,
Mm.
if we would have just left Donnie Nelson to his devices, we would have had a chance at Kobe and Shaq
Yes, yes,
because that
Mm.
was his idea
yep,
first, and
yep.
then what's his name?
Check
Jerry
it.
West. Jerry West was like, I like this idea.
Right.
And then they decided to push all the chips to the table to pay Shaq what he needed to get paid. A
Yeah.
record number, by the way.
Right. The only thing though is we'd had to have Shaq agree first. Like once Shaq agreed, because the rumor was Shaq was ready.
Yeah, he
Shaq
was interested to come to New York.
Shaq was ready to go, and the rumor is Shaq was ready to either go to New York or San Antonio. But the thing about New York and San Antonio, both of them already had great
Established
NBA
big.
centers. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But
Mhm.
I read like Donnie Nelson was trying to trade Pat, and the organization was like, no.
Yes. You know who he was trying to trade him to? Boston.
Hmm. That's where
Boston.
he's from.
Yeah,
Oh,
Boston.
that's rough.
Boston was already. They were like, as soon as we get Shaq to sign, we trade and Pat. Boston had already agreed. Boston was going to give us like some weird combination of wow OD first round draft picks,
Hmm.
right? Like they was going to give us like 6 first round picks for Pat, something ridiculous for Pat. And Shaq didn't come. Michael Jordan turned us down in the casino.
Hey,
Hmm.
Freezie, the way Donnie Nelson thinks the game, he would have taken Steve Nash for sure.
Yes, of course.
Donnie
Steve
Nelson
Nash is
too.
Shaq.
And
Steve
Stojakovic.
Nash is Shaq.
And Stojakovic, in my opinion.
Hey,
Oh
bro,
man.
and he still would be our GM to this day.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he was seeing the game like the game you see today was in Donnie Nelson's vision all the way back then.
Right.
Like the
Right.
Knicks were playing at a faster pace. The style was a little bit different, and that may not have been as beneficial to Patrick Ewing's body,
Nah.
and that's why he was like, "Yo, we should just trade Pat." And the organization's like, "We're sticking to this grit and grind New York hard nosed style of basketball. If you
Right.
can't get with it, you gotta go." But there's an expiration date on those sort of things. You gotta
Yes.
have foresight. You
Yes.
gotta think ahead of the league in order to be ahead.
Right. Right.
And we never we historically we just never take chances.
You got to cut the mustard in order to catch up.
Historically,
Hmm.
yeah, historically the Knicks beyond the championship teams which thought ahead and took risks to even put those teams together. Since then, we've never taken risks. Historically, we don't take risks.
Right.
We
Right.
buy low, we buy low and build something up. We refurbish players. That's what we do.
Right. Because we feel like New York is the magic city. They'll become something when they get to New York. Nah.
They be all right. They be good. They don't be
Yeah.
those guys though.
But it don't really happen because by the time you go through Henry Ellison, Derek Williams, Michael Beasley, Quincy AC, Marcus Morris, and Julius Randle, by the time you
Hmm.
get to Randle, you done lost 7 seasons.
And then by the time you get to Randall, Randall's already damn near at his prime.
Right. Right. By the time
We've
you
already
cycle
seen
through
we already
Austin
seen the best
Rivers,
of him.
Alfred Payton, Kimba Walker, and Jalen Brunson, you done wasted 3 seasons.
You already got through their prime. Like
Yeah.
we're on this. We're right now. Jalen Brunson's 27. This is when your prime starts.
Yeah.
27 through 29 is usually the prime of an NBA player's career.
Yeah. Yeah.
After that, there's a plateau. They may stay at a high level, but
Right.
the best
For like
version of
4 seasons, but
themselves,
they ain't going no high. Yeah.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I got to get out of here and watch my Jets play, bro.
Yeah.
This
I
place
got to
tomorrow, Freezie.
I got to get out.
Monday,
I got to
Monday
get out
night.
here and watch my Giants.
Hmm.
I got to get out here and watch my Giants, man. I got a number 6 from Subway calling my name. I got
Hmm.
this. What's the
Toasted
number?
Grounds?
This is the number 6, right? Black Forest ham.
Oh, that's a toasted Grimes right there.
Yeah. She was like, it's some type of ham sandwich. What kind of paper is? Oh, it's in blue and orange paper. Okay, all right. Okay, I get it. All right.
Jersey Mike's.
Yeah. Hey, Dre, you wrong for the soursop thing, though, bro.
Uh,
My mouth is, and I drank this afterwards. And I use mouthwash,
Oh,
bro, and it's still in my mouth,
still
bro.
there. Your body
Yeah.
will thank you for it though.
Okay. All right.
Mm.
Thank y'all for joining me, gents. I appreciate y'all.
No problem.
Leon
No, thank
Rose,
you.
go get a superstar, bro.
Do something,
Go
please.
get a superstar. The time is now. Go get a superstar. We waiting, bro. We want to celebrate your name, bro. We want to clap for you, bro. Go get the superstar, right? Go get him. Stop waiting. We out of here, y'all. Thank y'all for joining me, man.
Peace, y'all.